Hello students, welcome to the session. In this session, we'll discuss a linear arrangement topic which are very important for IBPS RRB PO and clerical prelim exam. So before going to the puzzles, here I am going to take up two examples and I am going to discuss. Before going to the puzzles, first I would like to explain you the importance of this topic in actual exam RRBPO and RRB clerical or prelim. In RRBPO or clerical prelim, you will be given 40 questions. Out of these 40 questions, minimum 20 questions you will be given from the area of analytical puzzles. Analytical puzzles including seating arrangement and scheduling based puzzle as well as ordering and sequencing. Cumulative of all these three, or we call it as analytical puzzles. Okay, so this topic specifically comes under a seating arrangement. So minimum 20 questions you will be given from the area of puzzles. So one of the topic in that is a linear arrangement. Okay, I hope you understood the importance of these puzzles and the level of difficulty of puzzles in RRB PO and RRB clerical. They will give you very low, which are easy to attempt and doable ones. So once we discuss two examples what we have taken, then you'll get the clear idea that how they are giving these questions in the exam and how the clues they are giving in the exam. That all you can see when we are discussing the example. Uh, uh, do please subscribe and like our YouTube channel, Time for Bank SSC CGL. We have one example. A certain number of persons sit in a row. A certain number of persons. We have given unknown number of persons. Unknown number of persons means a number of persons were not given. So there is no fixed arrangement. When there is no fixed arrangement, as the clues goes on, we need to extend the arrangement. This is the first technique you should know for this model. And this is very important for PO as well as clerical or prelim exam. Whenever we come across a certain number model, there is no fixed arrangement. We have to go through the clues directly, and as the clues goes on, we need to extend the arrangement as well. Okay, uh, and all of them are facing north. The following information is known about them. Now, uh, when it comes to the linear arrangement, you must know some important technical terms. That is left hand, right hand. Your left hand is person's left hand because all of them are facing towards north, and your right hand side end is a person's right hand. And you should also know the difference between the terms immediate left and left, immediate right and right. So these are the very important technical terms you should know before going to the exam or before attempting this kind of puzzles. Even you should know difference between the terms between and exactly between. Okay, so all these are the technical terms you must know in a linear arrangement kind of questions. Not only linear arrangement, even in the circular arrangement, in any seating arrangement questions. Okay, so we have unknown number of persons. Let us see. And even in the exam also, I won't be wasting my time in reading the entire data. I won't read the entire data once, and I don't waste my time because before going to the exam itself, I know that how the clues they are going to present. Because from our students, we received the feedback over the last 12 years, clues in the exam, they are giving in the same order. So no need to read and no need to waste your time. Directly you may start with the first clue. Once you start with the first clue, it may lead to the possibilities. It's okay. Keep on continuing with the possibilities and keep solving and keep adding the clues. And when you reach the last clue, you will be able to receive your final arrangement. This is what exactly they are giving in the exam. By following this approach, You will be able to complete each of these kind of puzzles in less than 2 to 3 minutes time, including answering the questions. Including answering the questions. But while we are discussing it, we may not be able to complete in 2 to 3 minutes time, because I need to explain and everything it will happen here. But when you're doing it on your own, definitely in 2 to 3 minutes, you will be able to complete it. Okay, my dears. Now, I'll take this information in the next slide. There we'll discuss. Right. We have information. What is that? Only 5%. Only 5% sit between G and D. But we don't know that whether G is to the left of D or D is to the left of G. So we have two possible situations here. There is a one case where G is left of D and there are 5 people between them. This is the one case. And we may be having a one more situation, that is D may be here, left side of G, and 5 people between them. 5 people between them. But what is the immediate next clue is given? D sits sixth from the left hand. D sits sixth from the left hand. Now, if I consider this point, if you observe that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, D is minimum to minimum a seventh from the left hand. It means you can say that G is not to the left of D, G is to the right side of D. And D is sixth from the left hand, means left side of D we have 5 people. Left side of D, how many people we have? 5 people. Let me take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are to the left side of D. Now this we can conclude as a left hand. So concluding the ends is very, very important in a certain number of persons. Okay. Now let's move further. Only one person sits between D and E. Only one person sits between D and E. D, one gap, E may be here. One gap, E may be here. Either side you have to consider. You have to consider once right side, once you have to consider left side, and one person between them, D and E. Now move further. What is given? C sits fourth to the right of G. Fourth right means how many gaps will be there? 3 gaps will be there. 3 gaps will be there to the right side of G, and who will be there? C will be there. So G here, 3 gaps. Now here will be C. C sits fourth to the right of G. Now move to the next statement. C sits to the right of F. C sits to the right of F. So C here, let us write this information side by. Whenever it is required, we will use. C sits to the right side of F. But it is not mentioned whether it is the immediate right, or second right, or third right, or how many gaps between them. This information was not given. Simply given that C sits to the right side of F. Okay. Whenever it is required, we will use that. What is the next information given? 4 persons sit between F and G. So there are 4 people between F and G. Now G is already in the arrangement. If I take 4 people to the right side of G, what will happen? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I should take the F. In this case, what it is becoming? F is right side of C. But we have an information that C should be right side of F, which means that this definitely cannot be whom? F. That cannot be definitely F. So we can say that right side of G, F cannot be to the right side of G. F has to be to the left side of G. Right. Now let me take that. Four persons sit between F and G. G here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here will be F. This is the position of F. Now what is the next clue is given? B sits third to the left of F. Third left means how many gaps? 2 gaps will be there. 2 gaps. To the left side of F, we have to place the B. Now F is here, first left, second left, and in third left position we have to take the B. Earlier, we have two cases for E. E may be here or E may be here. But this case is ruled out because in this position, whom we are fixing? B. Now I can conclude that this must be the position of E. So E is also fixed. Now move further. What is next given? H sits at one of the extreme ends. Okay, we have not given which extreme. Let me write here. H sits at the end. It could be left hand or it could be right hand. Whenever it is required, we use that. Now move to the next data. The number of persons sitting to the left side of F is the same as a number of persons sitting between G and H. Now we need to understand this clue carefully. We have given a number of persons to the left side of F is equal to a number of persons sitting between G and H. Number of persons sitting between G and H. Now how many persons are to the left of F? F is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Clearly, it is known that there are 6 people who are to the left side of F. Then, left side of F is 6 people. The number of persons sitting between G and H also will be 6. Now, we have G in the arrangement. Now, if I take it is to the left side of G, 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here I should take the H. But we have the information that H should be at the end. Could be at the left end or could be at the right end, but H should be at the end. So if I take the H here, it cannot be at the end. So this is not possible. It means I cannot take to the left side of G. So I must take it to the right side of G. If I take right side of G, between G and H, there should be 6 gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gaps. Now here who will come? H will come. And it is clear that H should be at one of the end. So this should be considered as a right hand. Now this is a right hand. Now left hand and right hand both are concluded. Now last, what is the next statement is given? A 4 persons sit between A and E and A does not sit adjacent to B. There are 4 people between A and E and A does not sit adjacent to B. Adjacent means what? Neighbors. Nothing but immediate left side or immediate right side. For B, immediate left or right, it should not be whom? A. So B is here. This should not be A. And even this place should not be for A. Clear? But 4 people should be between A and E. So E is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot take the A here. If it is a 4 gaps is taken, A is at the 4th place. But this place. But this position cannot be given to A because A will become adjacent to B. So I cannot take it to the left side of E. So I should take it to the right side of E. 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps. No, here will be A. So this is our final arrangement. So when we reach the last clue, we got our final arrangement. Exactly as is they will present you in the exam as well. So don't waste your valuable time reading the entire data once and don't waste your time. Okay, start from the first clue, like how we started, and go on with the clues. And if you are unable to use any clue at that time, keep it aside like this, and whenever it is required, use that. I hope I am clear with my analysis and explanation. Now, let's go to the questions. Now, here you can see the final arrangement. And what is the first question given? How many persons sit between E and H? Between E is here and H is here. Between E and H, how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So your answer is 10. Choice 3. Now see the next question. Who sits a third to the right of A? A is here, first right, a second right, and third right. We have C. C is in a choice 1. Now, what is the next question? How many persons sit in the row? Let's count how many are there in the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. 19 is in choice 2. So 19 persons are there in the row. I hope you are clear with the first set. Now, let's move to the next set. Even the next set, what we are discussing, this is also very, very important for RRB PO as well as a clerical prelims. If it is a clerical prelims, even you may get the lower level than this. Okay. Right. What is this model? A parallel row arrangement. What we have given, 12 persons are sitting in two parallel rows. Containing 6 seats each in such a way that there is an equal distance between those sitting adjacent to each other. MNO PQR are sitting in row 1 of facing south. GHIJKL are sitting but not necessarily in the same order in row 2 of facing north. It means MNO PQR are facing south. GHIJKL are facing north. Each person sitting in row 1 faces exactly one person sitting in row 2. So even before going to the exam, we should know that how the parallel arrangement structure to be taken. Simple. 6 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are facing south, and each person is exactly opposite to one other person in each row. So this will be the arrangement. Now here we have to adjust the people. Again the same thing. I am not going to read the entire data and I am not going to waste my time here as well as in the exam. I'll start with directly my first clue. Okay. Now I'll take this information in the next slide. Right. Now what we have? Yes, this we already discussed. MNO PQR are facing south. GHIJKL are facing north. Now what the first clue is given? Okay. All right. This is a basic structure. Here the people are facing south and here the people are facing towards north. L sits a fourth to the right of G. What we have? L sits fourth right of G. And we know very clearly G is facing north. G is facing north. L sits fourth to the right of G. A fourth right means how many gaps will be there? 3 gaps will be there. 3 gaps to the right side of G. Who will be there? L will be there. How this we are going to represent? Let me write here. G here. G. 1, 2, 3 gaps, and it will be L. L sits a fourth to the right of G. Now, here we will be having a few more people, right? I mean, opposite persons, 5 people. So, here you can say that G may be at the left hand, then one person will be here. Or the other case is G may be a second from the left hand. Now, what will be that case? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G will be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. L will be here. So these are the two possible arrangements that we have from the clue number 1. Okay. Now, let me represent that two cases. G here, 1, 2, 3, and L here. And the second case is G here, 1, 2, 3, L. So these are the two cases available for us. Okay. Now, what the second clue is given? R sits immediate left of the person who faces G. Now, this is the person who is facing G. The person sitting in this position will be facing G. Now, what is given here? R sits immediate left of the person. R sits immediate left of the person who is faces G. So, to this person, immediate left side, who will be there? R will be there. So, R sits immediate left of this person who is facing G. I hope you are clear. Now, G here opposite and this position goes to R. G opposite and this position goes to R. Still both the cases are valid. Clear? Now move further. Second clue is completely done. R sits to the immediate left of the person who faces G. Now, two persons sit between R and M. Between R and M, two people are there. R may be to the left side of M, R may be to the right side of M. That we don't know. But we have R in the arrangement. Can we take to the right side of R? Not possible. So I must take it to the left side of R. Two gaps and M will be here. L sits opposite M in case 1. Now in case 2, can I take right side of R two gaps and can I place the M? Two gaps I can take, but M cannot be taken because it goes out of the arrangement. So it must be to the left side. Two gaps and M will be here. L sits opposite to M. L sits opposite to M. In both the cases, L sits opposite to M. So we have done with this information as two persons sit between R and M. Now K sits second to the right of I. And immediately we have the information regarding K. K sits neither at any end nor adjacent to L. Okay. K sits neither at any end nor adjacent to L. Adjacent means immediate left side or immediate right side. And not at any end as well. Okay. And K sits second right of I. Second right means how many gaps will be there? One gap will be there to the right side of I, and who will be there? K will be there. Okay, let me present that. Now here somewhere K, and K is second right side of and K. Both of them are facing towards north only. So I sits second to the right, K sits second to the right of I, but we have given information K neither sits at the end, so K cannot be here, nor adjacent to L, so K cannot be here. So where can I write the K? K can be taken in one of these two places. But if I take the K here, one gap, we need I. But already we have G, so K cannot be taken here. So only possible places K here and I here. So second case is valid as of now. Now let's move to the first case. K cannot be at the end and K cannot be adjacent to L. K cannot be adjacent to L. Now where we can take the K? In these two places. I one gap K. If I take the K here, one gap, already G is there. So K cannot be here. If I take the K here, one gap, I should be going out of the arrangement. I is going out of the arrangement. So even K cannot be taken here. So there is no possible place for K. So hence case 1 is eliminated. Now let's move on to the case 2 only. Now what is the remaining information? P sits opposite H. O sits opposite J. So we have given P sits opposite H. Let me write here. P sits opposite H. Where we can take? Either here we can take or here we can take. P sits opposite H as it is. Even the next information, O sits opposite J. O sits opposite J. J is facing towards north and O is facing towards south. Again, these two places we may give for OJ. Right. So we cannot exactly fix PO positions. But we have a last clue. What is that? N sits 4 places away from P. N sits 4 places away from P. If suppose, if I take the P here, 4 places away means we need 3 gaps. We need 3 gaps. In 3 gaps, we have to fix the N. We have to fix the N from the position of P. So P here, if I take left side, we have only 2 places. If I take the right side, I have only 3 places, which means P cannot be taken here. Simple. So the only possible place is P here, and P sits opposite H. And in 3 gaps, we have to place the N. One gap, second gap, third gap, and here I should fix the N. Now we have one more point. O sits opposite J. So the only possible place is O will be here and J will be here. So row 2 is completed. It means the persons who are facing north, we are able to fix. Row 1, except one person, we fixed everyone. So who is that person? M, N, O, P, Q is missing. So Q comes here. So this is our final arrangement. Again, when we reach the last clue, we got the our final arrangement. So this is exactly in the similar manner they are giving in the exam. So believe in us. Don't waste your time in reading the entire data. Directly start from the clue number 1. It means the possibilities, take down the possibilities, and go to the next clues. Work on both the possibilities simultaneously. Somewhere else, one of the possibility may violate your condition, then cancel that case and move ahead with the other case. Don't stick with the one possibility and don't waste your time. You need to work on both the possibilities simultaneously. I hope you're this arrangement as well. So these are the two important models for RRB PO clerk and RRB PO clerk of prelim exams of a linear arrangement. Okay. Uh, let's answer the questions from this. What is the first question given? If all the persons sitting in row 2 are arranged as per the English alphabetical order from left side to right side, who among the following faces I? Okay. Let arrange the people in the row 2 in the alphabetical order from left side to right side. Who are the people we have? G, H, I, J, K, L. So starting with G, G, H, I, J, K, L. Now what is the question asked? Who faces I? R faces I. So R is in choice of 5. Clear? Now move to the next question. What is the position of O with respect to Q? O with respect to Q. First left, second left, second to the left. Second to the left is in choice 1. So your answer is choice 1. Now move to the next question. Which of the following pairs are at the extreme ends of row 1? Now this one is the row 1. Who are at the extreme ends? M is at the left end of row 1. N is at the right end of row 1. N comma M. Choice 4. N comma M. Okay. Next one. Who sits second to the right of the person who is facing Q? Who is facing Q? G. Who sits second right of G? First right? Second right. We have J. So J is in choice. Clear? Now, last question. Who is facing K? R is facing K. Choice of 1. Clear? This is all about today's session. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos and join a subscribe time for bank exams, and this is our Telegram channel and YouTube channel and Instagram and Facebook. These descriptions are all these social media handles are given in the description box. Kindly subscribe. And if you want classroom coaching, please contact our nearest time center. If you are looking for online recorded course or online live class, enroll at time4e.info bank SSC online. Okay, or don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you. And if you have any queries, please approach us www.timeforeducation.com, or you may write us to it info@timeforeducation.com. All the best for your exams. Thank you.